Hey YouTube, coming at you with a Great League team that I used Corsola, Primeape, and Talonflame. And so I I think I was corviknight hunting, quite honestly, when I started this. Um, you know what? I actually started, to tell you the truth, I started with Corsola, Primeape, and a Zoom roll, and I was three Pokemon that I felt were very safe. I've already, I don't know if the Zoom roll one came out already or it's coming out this afternoon. Um, but Azumarill feeling very safe, and then Corsola is obviously like the now number one ranked Pokemon because it has so many safe matchups, and Primeape, same thing. Like it's one of the best safe swaps in this meta just because it spams so quickly. So I start with that, and then I didn't love Azumarill, so I put in Talonflame because I'm like, well, Talonflame, yes, it has some weaknesses for this with like Rock and stuff, but you got answers for like Rock with Primeape, plus like if there's Corviknight and there's other things like you can deal with that. So that's why I put it together. Did very, very, very well. Highest elo of the season. Toughest lead of the season. So that is really rough here. So normal typings are tough because you have, normal typings with rollout are tough because then rollout super effective against Talonflame and the normal resist Corsola. But they're a little slow on the swap here. So I get a couple Rage Fist off, which are super effective on the Annihilape. If they get to the move here, I'll probably shield because I know I can either grab the second shield or flip swap. I'm honestly hoping I grab the second shield, quite honestly, because it's not like swap super helps me here against a rollout user. So they do shield. So now I'm just going to go instant Talonflame because basically if I felt like if I can get ahead on energy, I could be in a good spot. So I go close combat and then a Drifblim comes in. So I will just commit the Brave Bird here. Take this out of here. I don't really want to take any more Astonishes. I don't think I can take any more Astonishes, so get that out of here. Licky comes back in, just absolutely deletes it. And now, this was kind of dumb, but I also wanted to, it didn't matter too much. I wanted to see like how much damage I could do to take this low enough. And then I do shield up the first move because Body Slam is resisted. They do just go straight Earthquake, which is huge. And now it is in, because I got those a couple Karate Chops, it is into Power Gem range, and I expect a catch here. They'll get an Earthquake, but they're going to need a second one because Body Slam is resisted and I'm so tanking. They are not. I expect a catch. Completely mistimed the catch there, my opponent. So get to the Power Gem with ease. Take this out. So overcoming a tough lead there. Bastiodon, just going to play. Oh no. It's this one. Okay. I should play this out because I have a Primeape in the back, which is a great answer, but then Talonflame, which will get lit up. So if I come Primeape, they probably have an answer for Primeape because they're double weak to fighting. So I think I just have to play this matchup out. And then the problem is Bastiodon's so tanky. I'm probably going to soft lose the lead and then try and get ahead on Primeape. And then honestly just hope that with a Rock Throw user in the front, that my Talonflame in the back can just kind of go wild. So I chip it to the yellow, which is not bad because now they take me out. They just dumped their energy pretty quickly here, which means I can almost farm down. They do not let me. Smart. So going for the close combat because again, resisted close combat is still does more damage than a neutral Rage Fist. And I'm like, okay, now with that close combat, I'm potentially in Incinerate range here, and they Braver me, so I'm like, that is huge because they are definitely an Incinerate here. Now, because I've gotten 4 Incinerates off, here is the 5th. I'm now at 100 energy, which means, as you can see by the numbers here, 3-2, 3-3, I can go 3-2 fly with the 100 energy. So back to back, trying to burn that switch clock, and they double shield here, and I still incinerate them down. And still get to a move for Shadow Vic, right? So they double shield, which I guess makes sense because they're trying to smack me down, but I still managed to live. Malamar, and this is the thing with Corsola, like normal typing and darks are the two things that you really need to watch out for. But this dark is half psychic, so it's neutral ghost here. So I can just stay in this matchup. And you're so tanky, even with not amazing IVs here, that I still probably live a foul play from this range, quite honestly. So here's a foul play. Yeah, I'm going to let this go. I'm not going to double shield this Pokemon when I have 2 Glacier ones in the back. And I live. And they stayed in. So I'll either grab the second shield or take this very low that I probably astonished down, or take it out. Perfect. So I take it out. I don't know. I don't know if that was a mistake or not, because I know I can live a move here, so I'm not worried about this move taking me out. And a close combat, whether you lower my attack or not, is still going to one-shot this thing. And they come in with superior, and hello, alignment. Not much you can do here. I'm basically just going to commit to the farm down. Go. I'm going to get to 100 anyways, but maybe I throw the fly. I forget if I throw the fly or not. Yeah, I throw the fly. And then I'm pretty sure I go Brave Bird next here on. Yeah. Dugong comes in. I have the Brave Bird. Going to go Brave Bird because they are not going to shield because they need to save the shields for the close combat on Primeape. So they let that go. Easy karate chop down. Talonflame. Play it out. And that's the thing with this. Is like, again, the concept initially was like safety for Pokemon. I knew Corviknight was out there. I knew people were going to try and counter with Talonflame. I knew people were going to counter. Well, it's Morpeko actually. It's really tough there, but I knew there was going to be just like a bunch of different Pokemon trying to deal with this new Pokemon. So I thought Corsola is probably one of the safest. Getting in this matchup, totally forgetting that, oh yeah, this thing has electric now. And now I'm raiding an ABB style team with a second grass in the back. So that is why I double shield the Talonflame. Because I'm expecting a double grass in the back. So I would not be surprised if I try and fight for a switch here. And they let it go. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. So it's a Morpeko. So I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. That Chestnut would be a safe swap here. So I can come in here immediately. Let's see if they go Aura Wheel or Psychic Fangs. Okay, people. So I get the Rage Fist off. You got to go Aura Wheel. I know every fiber in your being is telling me like Psychic, super effective. But the Psychic Fangs is not a good move. Aura Wheel is a nuke. Psychic Fangs is not a good move. So you would probably KO with Aura Wheel, but you're not going to KO with Psychic Fangs. So that allows me to get a move off there. They make a nice catch there. But they're going to have to throw here. And now they're in the electric form, so I don't even know if they take out here. And they do not, so I'm out of move now. And we'll take this out for the win. Like I think I went 9-1 or 9-2 with this team. So Dragonair on the lead. And that's why I kind of like this team. You play it out. You more or less cover each other's weakness, right? Primeape's going to have trouble with fairies and flying, and Talonflames can deal with most fairies and flyings in this meta. Talonflames will be weak to water. Primeape's not an answer for water, but it can do fine against pretty much all the water in this meta, right? So just play out the lead. Grab shields. Save your shields for your back Pokemon. That's basically how I played this out. So I got both shields here. Almost get the farm down. Come in. One turn leg. So I'm going to have to shield that. I knew I was going to have to shield one. Hopefully that one turn leg does not cost me another one. So it does not. That's fine. A little more damage. And then Marowak comes in. So I'm like, okay, I'm already close to the close combat. So I just close combat and then come and incinerate the rest. I was not keeping track of energy. So I'm like, is that a rock slide? So I shield it and it's just a bone club. Yeah, just not counting. And what is in the back? It's the Corviknight. There it is. And why am I keeping this in? Because it was a 5-0. Boom. Next, Talonflame played out. So here we are. It is Go Battle Week. How long is this week on for? Go Battle Week Dual Destiny. 21st to the 26th. Okay, so we have all the way to the 26th. You can do 100 battles. I'm obviously not doing that. But yeah, 4 times dust, which is super nice. And a lot of chances to do some battles here. So I'm definitely going to ramp up here. I played ramp up. I did like 3 or 4 sets today, which is actually a lot. I haven't done 3 or 4 sets in like since day 1 of the season turnover when I just needed the new Pokemon battles. Actually, was there even any new Pokemon this meta? Yeah, so playing more Great League. Please send me Great Leagues again. This is on for 2 weeks. So they super power me. That does nothing. I'm out of Brave Bird. This will one-shot. Use the shield. I'll Brave Bird the rest out here. So I think my one loss is coming up maybe next. 5-0, 6-0. Yeah, I think I went 6-0 and then I lost the first one here. Jumpluff. You know where this is going. Let's play it out. Yeah, so this is where it's already like... This is like the worst case scenario where you have something on the front that you know they probably have an answer in the back for, right? If you're a Jumpluff on the lead, you probably have an answer to fire, aka Talonflame is the best fire in this meta. And there's your Gastrodon. And you probably have an answer to ice as well, potentially. Not that I have an ice Pokemon, but... so I just stay in the matchup here. What am I going to do? Just let this go and then come Primeape? So it's a Water Pulse. That kind of caught me off guard. If I'm up shield, they just dumped a Water Pulse, which means I can get to the move before them here and take them out and then go Talonflame on the Jumpluff. But I'm still worried about a second like water Pokemon in the back. And that second water Pokemon is a freaking Dunsparce. And these rollouts are obviously adding up real quick. I go Brave Bird because I assume they would let go. I don't know why I assume that. But now that just actually cost me this game because they just roll out me down before I get to the next move. Yeah. And now I'm like, okay, I got to commit to the farm down here because I know they have energy. But I'm like, okay, I got to shield draw run because that's going to... yeah, now they got energy, so I'm screwed. Yeah, so if I landed like a double fly... I can maybe have swept here with some Rage Fist, or even a close combat in this range probably takes out resisted. But, yeah. Yes, we are looking at a Shadow Great League Salamance. So I was like, okay, do not know the counts, do not know what the moves are. I just assume that this is going to hurt, so I'm going to shield. So we CMP on this one here. They end up shielding back, and I do make it to the next move before, or do I just fast move down? I just fast move down. Yeah, fast move down, come out with some energy. The energy is used on Toxpex, so a poison. Toxpex is tough, but as you're going to see here, I mean, poison's resisted on this go, so I'm like, okay, I can chip enough. But then I have a decision to make. Do I come in with Primeape or Talonflame? Primeape is so glassy, Talonflame will take super effective from Brine. But if you watch my channel anytime in the past couple of years, you know, brine is straight up garbage. So I don't care about taking a friggin' brine, even though it's super effective. And you're going to see coming here, doesn't even put me in the freaking yellow. That is how bad this move is. And then I'm like, okay, I'll just commit to the farm down and come out with some energy. Because I feel like if I can launch some flies and Brave Birds, that's my only shot here. So out comes a Crest. I'm at 100 energy. So basically I'm going to go back-to-back flies. And then, well, if that let that go, I would have gone Brave Bird. But they did not let it go, so I just have to go fly here. And then I'm going to try and snipe with, not snipe, but try and outpace 2 Rage Fist, which is super effective. And I do. So this will chip. Not enough to take out, but they're going to have to dump. Grass Knot won't take me out, so they're going to have to throw like a Moonblast or a Future Sight. It is a Future Moonblast, and then I can just incinerate down before they Psycho Cut down. Clodsire are great. Another poison, so we'll play this out. Feraligatr, I don't really have an amazing answer for Feraligatr. I mean, I definitely should have come Primeape, but once you're behind like a few Shadow Claws at that point, you don't really have a choice. You gotta stay in this matchup, so we'll see. If they shield and I'm up a shield, then I can make the move here, which I'm gonna do. But like you can't make that move when you're down, like when you delay and they're already up like 2 or 3 claws, because then you're too far behind on pacing. But is this the one that I just go crazy with the ramp ups here? Yeah, so they shield and then a Azumarill comes in. So I get my second one off here. So second Rage Fist off. And then I'm at my third one, and I'm like, you know what? I bet you Bubble is so slow on the charge here. I bet you if I shield this, I can get to like another 2. And at that point, I'm like 4 times boosted going in here, right? So these Karate Chops are adding up. Here's a 4 times boosted move. So although I do make a mistake on this Clodsire, I definitely should have thrown the close combat here. I'm 4 times boosted, resisted or not, a 4 times boosted close combat would do a lot of damage. So then I instant swap, and they instant swap, forcing the move on the Feraligatr, which is nice because then I could just incinerate this down. Resist incinerate on a water, love to see it. And then with that extra incinerate, get to a Brave Bird, and I can Brave Bird this out for the win. And there's one more battle here. Against a Primeape, so good lead. Although, I don't know if I screwed up or they just over farmed correctly. Anyways, they have to shield. Me, never shield the first Rage Fist because that's going to boost the first one and then you can shield up the second one. Okay, that's easy. So there's the first Rage Fist, that's fine. Got the full fast move through, that's fine. And I really thought that on pacing, I can just astonish down. But they're at a third one or a fourth one already because I let the first one go and I shielded the second. No, or third one, so I got to shield the third. So I'm like, okay, that sucks. So going straight close combat here, I'm like, grab a shield or take this out. I think they let me land this. Yeah, super kind of lucky there that they let me land this. And then coming in with a Tentacruel, Poison is resisting the Karate Chops, but I am already at... These Rage Fists will add up real quick, right? So forcing... I don't know if I'll force a shield, but I'm definitely forcing some pressure on their health here. And so I think, again, I'm going to come... Corsola, try and take this out / force the Scald. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I got the charge move and then I got a fast move too. So maybe they just like were like expecting a catch and just like held. But that just allows me to get to another move. So I think my opponent definitely misplayed this. And then I can just incinerate down. Yeah. So it worked well. Primeape is your safe swap, obviously. Just because the pacing is so fast to the Rage Fist in close combat. And again, for those of you who do not know, if you only have one move, the resisted close combat will do more than a Rage Fist. And just to explain why, Primeape, where are you? Rage Fist does 50 damage, and close combat does 120 damage. So even when you are against something like a, let's say, Clodsire, assuming nothing's boosted, even if it's boosted, it should still be the same because everything's boosted, not just the Rage Fist. So you have a Primeape against a Clodsire. Just to put in perspective, if you just have Rage Fist, the first one does 39 damage. And then it grows. How much does it grow? It grows by 9 each time. 10 each time? 9 to 10. Oh, that's interesting. I've actually never looked at this. So I'm just like, how does this Rage Fist add up? Rage Fist, first one, 39. Second one, 48. Third one, 58. Interesting. But we don't care about that. We care about the first close combat. The first Rage Fist does 39. Whereas if you only wanted to throw the close combat, a resisted close combat would do 58, right? So not even close. You always throw the nuke, even if it's resisted. So in that other matchup against Clodsire, when I boosted Rage Fist 4 times, I definitely should have thrown the close combat there. So that was a mistake on my end there. So yeah, that is it. So that's it. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, or if you are a returning viewer who has not hit the subscribe button, The amount of people who have posted that over the past 3 months is way too damn high. And I guess it doesn't matter if you keep coming back and watching the videos. I think in the ending, the views are the most important thing to me. But I've had multiple people write in the comments, I watch your videos all the time and I just realized today I wasn't subscribed. And that wasn't like a one-off occurrence. That was like I've seen that like 5 to 6 times. Like, oh, I watch your videos, but I'm actually not subscribed. I'm like, what? Why? Why aren't you subscribed? In the end, it should not matter too much. The views are important. Just as a mental game, the subscriber count is important for YouTubers. Anyways, that is it. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.